guys, how's it going? So, today's video is going to be on the ever so hype, the ever so relevant Boost. This yo-yo, it feels different, and Alex Satori is something of a genius. I think like he goes to MIT. I remember like him, I remember hanging out with him and being like, yeah man, I go to MIT, and he was like on a cover of a magazine. Meanwhile, I was like coming out of a hostel. Anyway, this yo-yo, the Boost, is new. I'm not sure what about this design is different. I actually haven't looked into it because I literally just got this yo-yo from Jonathan today. But at first glance, it feels hollow. And normally, whenever Yo-Yo Factory has done this whole hollow yo-yo thing, they've integrated a, like the Sherpa. Like that yo-yo is hollow so it can put that kind of finger spin groove in it. But this has no finger spin groove. It's not designed for finger spins. So I'm very curious as to how this plays, and what it does, and yeah. Ooh, that's different. Whew. Well, this is very... I want to use the word fun, but it also kind of snaps back to my hand, which means it's got some competitive chops. Whoa. It definitely feels like a Sherpa, and not in like in a weight distribution sense. So like, I don't know if you guys have, I know Yo-Yo Factory, Yo-Yo Factory did that whole kind of pivot series, and all the yo-yos kind of had this kind of like echoey, hollowy kind of vibe. This is kind of like that, except it doesn't have the whole finger spin thing. I mean, I'm sure this can finger spin a little bit, yeah. That's actually pretty good. But it's not designed for it. I think this is designed to just kind of take that weight distribution mechanic and apply it to a competitive yo-yo. Whoops. So at first, like this yo-yo plays, if I was to describe it, it's just like a pleasant yo-yo to play with. This weight distribution allows for this very nice kind of floaty yo-yo without that harsh, competitive, here we go, drop near kind of vibe. So it plays like super pleasant, I would say. That being said, you know, and it's not a yo-yo that immediately strikes you as competitive. I wouldn't say that. But what I will say is that while I've been playing with this yo-yo, I have not sensed it restricting my ability to do kind of any trick at all. So it's kind of like one of those yo-yos that's like, oh, like it's really, like look at that, like that, it took that entire combo and this thing is still going. Like, I've played with a number of yo-yos today. I mean, you guys are probably seeing it trickle across us in the coming weeks, but yeah, no, this yo-yo is very, it holds its own. It doesn't feel competitive. It feels kind of very fun, but when you kind of get down to it, it feels very, it can handle what you can throw at it. Let me try to do some horizontal with this. Whoops. Okay, it did alright. Whoa. See, look at that. It's still going. It doesn't feel competitive, but it's pretty like, this weight distribution thing has serious legs. I'm liking this weight distribution. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw more yo-yos kind of coming out this and this kind of becomes a trend, because this is sick. It's kind of got the best of both worlds. It's got the fun, floaty vibe, but it's also got the competitive chops. I really enjoy this yo-yo. And in terms of width, like, it doesn't feel super wide, I suppose. It actually feels kind of narrow. This is it compared to an outlier, and actually, it's about the same width as an outlier. So it's not So it actually is quite wide, but I think the diameter of the yo-yo is just kind of what makes it big. This is something no one talks about anymore, but when I see this kind of like big, fat rim, I just think of the old school Yo-Yo Jam days, and when everyone used to think was like inner ring grinds. These, actually, no, not inner ring grinds, thumb grinds. Oh! But yeah, no, this is a sensational yo-yo. I think this is going to be a game changer in terms of yo-yoing design and capability, because it has been able to kind of couple two things that don't normally go together. So that pleasant, floaty, fun feeling with the competitive stability kind of chops. So I think this fuses those two together and really kind of boosts the yo-yoing world. So yeah, that's my opinions on the Yo-Yo Factory Boost. Any comments, questions, criticisms, post them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.